Alright guys, so this is one of the final steps when you're done. As you can see, last time I had, let's just get this out so it doesn't confuse you right now. I'll just delete it. So, okay, just do that. So last time we were in here, I had stuff everywhere. Like it was stacked up like three rows high, and I said it didn't really mean anything. The whole point of this step is to just get your overlay videos up like this in Finder. Find them, I save them to a desktop, find line, and then just have them up in front of you like this, or I like this view the best. So you know what you're looking at. And then drag, I literally do this, Command A, boom, drag and drop them all into FineLine, or into Final Cut Pro. And then once they're in here, you just kind of stack them and put them where they belong. I mean, there's no real place for them. It's just when the audio talks about something, try to match it with the overlay video. It doesn't always have to be there, but you know, go from there. You just basically kind of fit them in there. They don't have to be certain lengths. This is how I like to do it. Every 3 to 5 seconds, the frame switches, no matter what it is. Whether it's just another overlay, it goes right into another overlay video.
That's where you really get a feel for what we do, what we build, and
every 3 to 5 seconds, no matter what, the frame has to switch. Like I said, what I mean by frame is just something new that someone's looking at.
And this is the model
That's how you keep their attention.
The Meridian?
Correct.
Okay, beautiful home.
Thank you.
So do you finance here? If so, what are the options?
Well, we don't typically.
Then sometimes you go back to the normal frame,
where we may own the property or build a spec.
Okay.
But
so that's the whole key. Is you see the little breaks here, and when there's not little breaks there and there's larger breaks, it usually goes into, you know, more than 5 seconds. But the frames are switching constantly. You never really want a larger break than that in between, because then they're just looking at this for 1,
yeah, we can do that.
2,
the main
3,
thing on that with any
4,
part that a customer wants to do on their own, depending on the bank involvement, how much they allow a customer to do on their own.
9,
percentage or item.
10,
okay.
11. It's just too long, guys. I almost want to just drop another. Problem is I've exhausted my overlay videos, and I don't really have. I've used every one of them, so I don't have one that I can use. Yeah, they're all used up. So it's a large break.
Process
allow a customer to do on their own, either a percentage or item thing that way.
Okay. With the mortgage process, a little different. This is more or less a
So here's what I'm going to do to make this a little better. The problem is, basically, you see both of these large breaks. There's a smaller one, and now it's a little bit bigger. But so now we cut that into an 8-second break. I just moved everything over a little bit. Again, there's no right or wrong place for this. It's just
with the mortgage process.
The frame switching
more or less a
3 to 5 seconds is super
local lenders that do those around here?
Try to put the ones together that belong together, but you know, as you can see, I'm bouncing around here, like showing some finishing touches, and then the actual finishing touch
is do one mortgage, one-time closing, pay for the land, do the construction loan, finish the house. Then they'll modify it into a final mortgage for you at that point, but it saves you on closing costs.
So yeah, don't want to pay closing costs twice.
Saves you on closing costs.
Let's do something quick right here. Zoom this in a little bit. Oops. Let's get that back to normal. If you ever mess around with this, you can just simply type it in.
So yeah.
Sometimes I'll do like a zoom in when I'm looking at the camera like this.
So yeah, don't want to pay closing costs twice. Why do it if you don't have to?
Correct.
Cool little tip there. So I'm just trying to think. I myself, I'm thinking of this. Can I, if I'm looking to build, maybe I visit here first, but then I want to dive into it more online. Can you look and build online?
Yeah, we have different things. Our plan book, which printed version, some people.
I don't know if I like that or not.
Then they'll modify it into a final mortgage for you at that point, but it saves you on closing costs.
So yeah, don't want to pay closing costs twice. Why do it if you don't have to?
Correct.
Cool little tip there. So I'm just trying to think. I myself, I'm thinking of this. Can I, if I'm looking.
So I'm gonna do this. just to get rid of the
Save
break a little
closing
more. This is a little
So
bit
yeah,
long
don't
break.
want to pay closing costs twice. Why do it if you don't have to?
Correct.
Cool little tip there.
I'm actually going a little bit farther into that.
Do it if you don't have to.
Correct.
Cool little tip there. So I'm just trying to think. I myself, I'm thinking of this. Can I, if I'm looking to build, maybe I visit here first, but then I want to dive into it more online. Like, can you look and build
perfect.
online?
Yeah, we have
right
different things. Our plan book, which printed version, some people like the tangible, but our plan book is a digital download on our website. For actual modifications,
just so you know, for these 3 videos that I made,
for you, but it's there. What
we're at 45 minutes in total of editing this. So $500 to $800 paying someone to record it and edit it, or do it yourself for free in an hour worth of your time once you do good.
Building homes,
that's the whole reason I'm so huge on this.
46 years of building homes, 5 different locations, and know that you'll get the same quality from place to place to place. That's what we take our pride in. That's what we really.
And that was only fitting for the ending. I mean, this is what you're selling.
It seems so too, because it seems like a pretty reputable builder in the area, and kind of want to learn more about the process and open it up.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Sean.
And then at that point, you make an outro slide. So that's it. That's Community Connect. So in the beginning, I didn't show you this last time. After I send out all my overlay videos and it's looking good and the audio's good and the ending got everything good, I like to start the videos with this. So obviously there's going to be music in the background. That's the last and final step that I'll try to show you in this clip. But it's really important to start your movie out with like kind of a little bit of snippets of what to expect. So that's just like a little snippet of, hey, what can you expect in this video? Just, 1 to 2 second quick before we get into the video. So what I'm probably going to do is show these 4, and then my intro slide where I'm standing outside, which I haven't recorded yet, but I usually go stand outside with the tripod looking at me and saying, hey, this is who I am. This is what you're watching, founder of Community Connect. Let's head inside and meet the owner and see what it's all about, or meet the manager, or whatever you got to put in there. So you got 5 seconds in the beginning of just a couple little clips, and then it bounces to your intro, which is not in there yet, but my intro will be right here. And then you do a nice transition, which I haven't, that's a whole nother thing over here where you get your transitions. I recommend Pixel Film Studios. You can find them on Google. It costs $40, and you don't have to, you just drag and drop in there. So you would drag this over if you wanted to transition from here to here, and maybe it will show us if it's not going to render. Yeah, it's going to render. Rendering means that it's trying to give you a preview of what it's going to look like. But basically it just switches into, actually it would be over here, but I'm just going to delete it. So there's your format, guys. The only thing this video is missing is a text, which is going to be right here. You add your text. I'm going to control, oops. How many times can I do this? I moved that. There. So, but this is simple. You gotta find their brand. All I do is Google it. Oops. I just Google their brand is Fine Line Homes. This is how you stamp the video to make it look super professional, and it's free. Just click images. Oh, right there they are. You find their logo, which in this case was this, or right here. And I just right click, save image as, boom, it saved it downloads, and then you go over here and you go to your downloads and you see that it's right here, and you literally just drag and drop. You drag and drop in here, you click on it, you do transform, and then you make it really small and throw it up in, I put this one in the left hand corner. And then you put it here, and then you would go to blend mode, make it linear. That just means it's transparent and you can see it. And then you just drag it and drop it through the whole video. And then boom, it plays through the whole video. See it up there in the right hand corner? It makes it look super professional, and you just branded their movie for them, and they think you pay for it. I'm going to delete it, but that's what you do. The last and final step is, like I said, to add like a little text title. Sometimes I'll use like, where is it? The paper, I like that. I already drug one over there. And then this will say, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave that out because in my intro video that's going to be here, right here before it, I'm going to put the title over there and just add like Community Connect episode, blah, 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 Fine Line Homes, you know, simple as that. So you got the brand, you got your first 6 seconds in the beginning where it spins real quick, and then your intro will go here where you're outside recording, hey, this is where I'm at, this is who I am, and then boom, it jumps right in, and then all you worry about is your overlay videos going through. Don't leave more than a gap. I would probably say this is the largest gap that you want in between the same frame. You don't want people looking at the same thing for that long. It's just, they lose attention. Here's a little bigger one. So I'm going to watch this a couple more times through, but this is basically ended, and then you'll add like a, I usually just do something like this. And then I'll add another one of those. And there, I mean, that's simple enough. I didn't really have to edit that.
You. Appreciate it, Sean.
Yeah, I mean, as simple as that. I mean, your video's done. I mean, I would make this black, but you can't really tell, but you just add some transitions. So the final step is adding transitions, which are really simple. Like I said, you go to pixelfilmstudios.com or in Google, you download it. It's a plugin, and you'll never use anything else because it basically what it is, it's just people that have created really modern and cool transitions that all you have to do is drag and drop in between what you want it to do. You see that little gray box appeared, and it's nice and modern, and it's really cool transitions. The last step is adding music. Adding music. So this one will probably be like a happy upbeat, and where do you get music from? Right here. AudioJungle.net. I always just go to music, popular items. It's $20 a song, but it's worth it. It's royalty free, and you can't, if this gets 1 million views, you're not going to get sued for using someone's song because you legit paid for it. You just play them, like what feels right. There's no right or wrong answer for this, but you just find something that fits. You don't want something too fast or too energetic, but maybe like a corporate inspirational. Sometimes I'll just search corporate inspirational, and you know, you just kind of, I usually just bounce around in the popular and see what works, you know, guys. See what works. Obviously, I'm not going to do a hip-hop theme for this, but you know, it's just too hip-hop. But digital corporate, I don't know, you can just bounce around in here. You find one that you like, you buy it. I mean, first of all, you got to make an account, audiojungle.net. Once you make your account, link your card that you want to use, and then simple as this, say I want to buy this one. That one's $29 because it comes with more songs, but usually the single songs are 20, like right here. You add it to cart, go to checkout, and then boom, you're ready to go. I gotta delete my cart before I forget. Yes, I think I already paid for that one actually. And that's it. Once you get your audio, it's as simple as that, and it will show up in your iTunes. You go to here, and then you drag it and drop it underneath there. You're probably wondering, yeah, what's going underneath right here? Now you got music. And then you got to play around with it because you don't want it at 0, right? You want it at you want it nice and high there, and then from here, you basically lower it for the rest of it. Just like that.